Girl,
What?
I don't even remember getting home Saturday night.
Baby.
Girl,
Devon
I ain't
was
surprised. Look.
Didn't
Wow, was
even
infatuated.
remember coming home, baby.
I literally was just like, I said to Kerel that morning, Sunday, I was like, girl, I don't even know how she made it to the airport.
Me either.
Because, girl, you were cooked, okay?
Done. And
How
my
you like your
Didn't even
steak?
get back to
Well
me.
done.
That.
I literally woke up that morning and thought it was like 12 o'clock and I had totally missed my flight. And when I saw that it was 8:30, I was like, oh, clothes, bag, Uber, gone.
Go.
I was still drunk from the night before.
Look. Hey, community. Here's what's brewing on Auntie Kerel's birthday.
That's right, y'all. It's Kerel's birthday.
Are you a guy or girl gay?
And Ask Yo Auntie. No fucking in my house. So get your cups ready for Minority Report. Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Kerel.
It's Auntie Dewan.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. Hey, y'all.
How y'all doing? And I'm going to be like Jarrell up jump. It's my birthday week. It's my birthday week. It's my birthday week.
And is.
Come on, Pisces.
Pisces in the building.
Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, now. Which is crazy. Now, like, I'm well into the 40s now. Damn.
Seasoned. She's seasoned.
Man.
She said, I'm Lowry's.
I guess so.
I'm Lowry's right now.
All that seasoned salt. Yeah, man. But
Do you ever just sit
craziness.
back and be like, damn, I'm in my 40s now?
Everyone,
I
like,
don't.
because you never really have to say your age for much.
I was about to say you on your way
Oh,
out,
baby,
so
you-
I was like,
There goes the night rider. You right here in a second. Shit. He's like in the 40s, damn. It's like, where them at?
she said, I've been waiting at you at the front door.
The back, though. Because shit, come in the front, go out the back.
Look, Kerel is seasoned, bitch. I'm over here well done. Well
Parked up on the grill.
done.
We got to get that grill grate out.
Look.
My ass off. I'm clinging on.
Jesus. But yeah, no, like it's only when like you actually have to like either say your age or sometimes you say your year and things like that. And so you're like, oh shit, hold on, like that's a minute. But hey, by the grace of God, I'm healthy, I'm alive and well.
I know that's
I'll
right.
take it. I will.
I know
take
that's
it,
right.
You know.
Like I was teaching some kids today, the children, and they were like, "Oh, you should do this TikTok dance." I was like, I'm not doing no TikTok dance." I was like, "Come on,
But
do this
meanwhile, you
TikTok
probably do it
dance."
on your own though.
No, because I don't even be on TikTok like that. I really don't. I really don't be on TikTok like that.
But you know that shit come over to Instagram.
Exactly, and that's when I see it. It might be late,
Okay.
but I'll see it eventually. But they were like, "Why don't you do the TikTok dance? You're young," and I was like, "Yeah, I was born in the '80s." They said, "What?"
Gas.
They were like, "You're like 25, 26." And I was like, "Y'all can stay forever. Stay forever. Stay
I know
forever."
that's right.
I was like,
I know that's right.
"Thank you." They was like, "You don't
Y'all
look
still
that
flunking,
old."
but stay forever.
Look, okay? Because you know,
Fuck
children
me
will
up all you
humble
want
you.
to.
Children will humble you. They will say you old if you look old, and they will
Yeah.
call you young if you look young. So
Yeah, but we got that melanated superpower though. So not everybody got that.
and do
And those without melanin,
and do
they be 25 looking 88.
and do.
That'd be bad.
But you know, again,
you
Could
live
you
a rough
imagine?
life.
Damn.
live a
And you gotta
rough
look at that
life.
shit every day in the mirror. You brushing your teeth like, damn, I look old. Brushing your teeth. I brush my teeth. I'm like, Damn.
But yeah, but it's still I still don't feel, well, some days I feel it, But for the most part, I don't feel what I thought it would be. And I say this every year that it's his birthday. I think we all say that every year. We're like, I don't feel what I thought it would be. So that's cool. And then the mind's young and just hanging on and staying in there. And so yeah, and I've never really had issue with age. So it is what it is.
What do you wish for yourself now that you're in your new year, your new era? What do you wish for yourself over the next 12 months? What are you manifesting?
Well, continued health, continued consistency in working out, continued money increase.
Come on now.
Continued growth for the podcast, and that my loved ones are still healthy and safe and sound. Like it's weird. Like the older
I don't believe that shit.
Like,
she won't.
No, honestly. Well, I mean,
she won't dig a booty.
I'll get that too. And I'll be in community. To be honest, during this episode, we in Brazil, so hopefully on my birthday, I get a little dance or two,
She
a little
gets some cake
dangling
and
an ass on
candles.
my face. Hey,
She gets some cake and candles on her birthday in Brazil.
hey, that's the hope.
Look, she gonna be blowing like this.
Baby, while we all over here sitting all bundled up and shit. Meanwhile, while y'all watching this at home, we're going to be wearing sparklies and thongs.
Baby.
Okay.
But shea butter on, glistening.
Well, y'all will be. Auntie Jarrell gonna be at home. But that's all right though. That's all right.
We'll send a postcard, and by postcard,
okay.
a text of us partying.
Look, that'll be all right. That'll be all right.
But like on a serious note, that's what I truly want. Like the older you get, it's just like you just realize time is the biggest luxury, and health is right there, right after that. And so to have that, everything else.
Kerel said, "All I want is my knees to work."
That's
for
it.
a lot of different reasons.
For a few more decades at least.
Right. I mean, you're right.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
Look, it's hard to get more time without good health. So you asking for the right things.
That part is
true. And then I'll take some more coin, Lord, too. I'll take some more. I'll gladly accept that in abundance. Thank you.
I will tell you from a seasoned queen to a preseasoned queen.
Yes.
Did you like that?
I do like that. I like that.
It took me a long time to figure out professionally, like, let me take one step back. I'm not competition driven and I'm not money motivated.
Yeah.
But when it comes to one of the life lessons that I've learned professionally, it's all about the money. Like,
it really is.
I don't care about titles. I don't care about responsibility. It's all about that money, because at the end of the day, it's not to say that money is everything, but there is a certain level of security that you can acquire for yourself and your future self when you're thinking about preparing for retirement and all those other things. Like money in your 20s is like, okay, it's coming in, it's going out. I'm buying, whatever, I'm going out with my friends, We still do that today, but I'm just saying, like, it's a different kind of thing. But as you get older, as one gets older, one of the things that many of us have learned is that, it's great to have like the promotions. It's great to have the titles. It's great to have the big ass teams. But if you ain't making that bank, and you are not putting that shit away, at least a good portion of that shit away to prepare for your retirement, your life after you do the grind.
Yeah.
What else really is there? So you got the health, but you got health problems. Then you need the bank to take care of that stuff. So like, lesson from the wise, get your
money, boo.
Get your money.
That's true.
Stop staying with these companies for like 1,000 years, like being all loyal and bullshit and getting them 3% increases. Switch your jobs every 3 to 4 years. Guaranteed at least 20% of an increase, even with the same position. So like, play the money game. Don't be like some of the folks out here who be getting along a little bit too late. Do it now.
I agree. That's the word.
Yeah.
So community, again, we on vacay this week, but of course we always want to do right by y'all and give you some new content here. So it might be a little shorter of an episode this week and next week, but we still giving you, Yo Aunteas unfiltered and raw.
And depending where you are around the world, you might get... Never mind.
Unfiltered and raw, baby. Make sure you got your prep. This is sponsored by Q
Your
Care.
doxy,
Q Care
get your
Plus.
doxy going on.
Get your doxy.
Wash your hands, your
And have you a
legs,
good
and
ass
your
time.
ass.
Woo, Jesus, yes, ma'am. But I saw this. Recently somewhere, and they were talking about like, are you a guy's gay or a girl's gay? And I had to stop and think. I was like, that is an interesting thought, and I think I've shifted over time. I'm definitely a guy's gay at this point. Like the bulk of my friends are guys, and the bulk of them are gay, and then even the ones that aren't gay are guys at this point. But I feel like looking back just over the course of time, I'm like, has that always been consistent? And I remember, and even before I like came out, I know like junior high, like up to junior high, I was like a girl's gay. Like a lot of my friends were girls. I had like my core guys friends, like the ones that I still grew up, like Chris and Breen and all of them. But I had like my best friend was like Ashley Glowacki for the longest. Ashley Glowacki and me were like this for the longest, and so I just think, I was like, that's probably the last time that I had that close of a relationship with like a female like that. Like even like like during college, not as many. Post college, I had like friends that were super cool, but they weren't like my best friend, you know? So I think I've, since junior high, been mostly a guy's gay, I guess. Like, I don't know. So I'm curious about y'all. Like, which one do you?
I ain't gonna lie.
like
When
kind
I
of in
saw
the
this
middle?
on the docket, I was like, "What the fuck is what the?"
What does that mean?
I was like, "Are you calling me femme? Like, do I suck dick?" I'm like, "Yeah, I bet y'all suck dick." I wasn't sure what you. And then I read it and I was like, "Okay." Honestly, I've always been a little bit of both. I've always been a little bit of both, and I think I leaned more. I probably still lean more guys just because I play a lot of sports, and I don't play intramural co-ed sports. I play a lot of men only, or men who or people who identify as male sports, right? So most of the people I talk to happen to be more guys, but I also like can kiki with the girls as well too. But I feel like I've gotten away from a lot of my girlfriends from like in my 20s because they all got wifed up, a lot of my girlfriends, got that ring and, they go on to have kids and stuff like that. So I don't find myself grabbing or hanging out with as much women as I used to. But like my 20s, most of my friends that I were hanging out with were girls. And I still hang out with my best friends from high school. I just went to one of their weddings back in October, back in Minneapolis, and we've been friends for like 24 years. So I still hang out with my best girlfriends, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm really either or though, because I can honestly hang out with both. I would say I'm more of a straight gay though. Like most of the guys and girls that I do talk with on a regular basis are straight. Yeah. Like actually like of substance. How's your life doing? How's the family? How's your mental health? Like check it in and stuff like besides you all and maybe like 3 others, most of the people who actually reach out to me and actually want to like hang out with straight guys.
The straights.
Yeah. And
what are you doing?
Lives.
I'm definitely a gays guy for sure. Like pre-puberty, I was what I would classify as a reverse fruit fly. Because
what's a reverse fruit fly?
Break that down.
Because you know how like gays will have their fruit flies that like like that's an old like 1900s term for those of you who've never heard that before.
So that's the old version of fag hag.
Basically, I didn't want to say that word, but yeah.
Right.
So, but usually these are chicks that like hang around gays because they like to be gay adjacent. Oh, they think of their gays almost as an accessory to their lives. I want somebody that I can talk fashion with, and I can go shopping with, and I can talk about all that. And it's never centering the real relationship. It's really about you being an accessory to their life. And I was the opposite of that before puberty. I had a lot of girlfriends because I wanted to play with their dolls.
So you was
By
using
the time
them for
puberty
the dolls.
hit, that's it. That's it. Okay. That is it. I couldn't have them on my own, so you know what? She had to she had to figure it out. So yeah, so I had a lot of like a lot of girlfriends, and of course like pre-puberty, like I wasn't interested in like a lot of like team sports and stuff like that. So, but post-puberty, and actually post-high school, like I'm a Leo, so after high school I was like, okay, I wasn't out, I'm going out, I'm coming out, and I was going to be going away to school, but I was living on campus. I was going to be living on campus, but I'm within an hour's drive from home. So there were still a lot of like family connections. And I was like, I got to cut everybody off from high school. Okay. Cut them off. So I ain't got no friends from high school. I mean, there's probably 3 that I probably rekindle relationships with. But so I had to start fresh and new. So my fresh and new was all gays.
The
boys,
gays,
boys, yeah, and it's been like that ever since. I've got some really great. Don't get me wrong. I've got some really great female good friends, but can count them on probably 2 hands. The number of people that are in my life that like I really, really care about, and that are part of my circle. But like most of my friends and who I gravitate towards are always going to be guys, gay, straight, mostly gay, but yeah.
I find like I honestly don't anymore have a lot of female close friends. And again, it doesn't mean like there aren't friends over the course of my life that like if we text right now, we reconnecting, things like that. So like they're going to always be in that orbit, but like there's seasons for like closeness for people. There's only so much closeness you could take at a given time, and just time wise. But like you said, Jarrell, like a lot of them got married and things like that, so their focus, rightfully so, ain't on our relationship no more. Like it doesn't mean that we don't care about one another and things like that. Completely understand when you got kids and a husband and a life and a mortgage and all that. Baby, I get it. And it doesn't hurt my feelings.
2 p.m. Tuesday margarita days are long gone for them.
Gone. Yeah. Exactly.
But for us,
and right as it should. Right. We still might be out there.
Hold on. But don't get it twisted. We would if we need to.
Yeah, 1,000. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, but it's just kind of interesting coming down. I was like, wow, I have not, like, especially like a new female friend. I don't know the last like new female friend I've made. Mm-hmm. It's been probably years, honestly. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure somebody out there's like, girl, I ain't your friend. You ain't making connection. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. But it's top of mind. Everyone else is someone I've known at least
back in the day,
last decade.
Yeah.
So they have like a newbie. And there's acquaintances and things like that I'm cordial with, but
there definitely is like that camp. Like I've had so many conversations with people specifically about this because I think it's an interesting phenomenon. It's like the kind of energy that you attract and that you're drawn to in terms of the people that you have around. And there are definitely those that feel more drawn to gays who feel more drawn to having more women friends and around them. And then there's a whole other camp that are more drawn to having men friends. And I don't even think that this is like a masculinity thing at all.
No.
Like when I think about the people that I've met, that I've been able to develop good relationships with, they're on all different levels of the spectrum of masculine, femininity, and non-binary. Exactly. But most of them have been mostly male presenting. I'll call it that, male presenting, male identifying.
Yeah. So maybe I need to diversify, and maybe I just need more like at least, non-binary women and trans women and things like that in my orbit. And like, again, it doesn't mean I don't have it in my orbit, but like closeness that I'd be like, let me like, if they call for bail money right now, I don't know if I have too many. And I don't know how I feel, if that's a good thing, bad thing, or a different thing. I don't know. But it's just something that I'm like, once I saw this question come up, I'm like, wow, I've never just stopped and thought about that really. Mm-hmm. So, community, we're curious. Like,
honestly, I haven't thought about that in a while either.
Right? And it's just like, I don't know. So, community, are you a girl's gay or a guy's gay or all the above gay, non-binary gay, whatever gay? What kind of gay are you? And all
and why?
Right, and there's no
and
wrong.
Why?
Exactly,
I would be
why?
Curious about like why? Because I do in my view, as I think about my why, it's really about adjacency of lifestyle. we do the same things. So, you know, like, especially as one gets older, and y'all will find out soon enough, it's it is those circles get tighter, you know, and a lot of the non-serving relationships, you know, we have less time for, generally, and the new relationships that I find that have come about, it's really based off of similarity of interest and lifestyle. And I'm not talking about like, you know, like financial well-being. I'm talking about the things that people like to do.
Yeah. Like, because I asked this question to Corey too, and I maybe not to spill his business, but he says he's a guy's gay, but I was like, I don't know if you are, and I think he probably takes it as like, is this masculinity thing or something? I don't know, but over the course of his life, a lot of his closest friends, and it doesn't mean he doesn't have a lot of close like guy friends too, but a lot of the closest ones that, and even to this day that he still talks to on a regular basis, from my perception, are actually more female. And it just might be because he's like interior design and all that stuff, and that world is heavily gay guys or women,
right?
And so just like you said, like the proximity to where your interests are and where you are day to day, that's maybe what has kind of helped form some of those relationships for him. But it doesn't mean that's a bad thing or not, you know, or nothing. You know, there's at least to me not a negative perception one way or the other for where one lies. But it's just kind of interesting. So yeah, no, I'm glad we talked about that, because it's just an interesting thought to just sit and be like, I don't know why. It just kind of fell over the years that way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if there's like a racial component to it too. You know, like, do black gay men tend to draw community and are drawn to other gay men because growing up and, you know, kind of the experience within our own, you know, families and whatever, we didn't have that sense of community. So maybe we build that subconsciously by seeking out male relationships over female relationships as we get older. And white men might not have that same level of struggle. And so they identify more with, you know, hanging out with women because of another reason. I just wonder if there's a racial, and nothing's absolute, we know that, but I'm just saying, I'm just wondering if, as I start to unpack some of the whys, I know for me, as I think about my why, it was about being intentional, and it has always been about being intentional about building my community, and I didn't see women as a core part of that community for me as a gay man. And so I naturally and purposefully gravitate towards building relationships with men.
Yeah. See, I would wonder if it's more about how, in the coming out experience, women are often a shield and a safety net for us when coming out. And so often maybe we tend to be around more women, and as we come more into ourselves, to your point, then we start to feel more comfortable with who we are. And then we tend to maybe find that community with other men, since we are now more comfortable in our own being, in our own selves as well. So I think maybe that's why that shift actually changed from, you know, being more around women to then being more around men.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good point.
And it's there's a lot of layers of that. Yeah. I don't know. I almost feel like we need to follow this back up. I got to like do some deep dive into some therapy on this. I don't know.
We need to do a poll. Let's do a poll to just get some numbers, and then also just pose the question to see, like, you know, what your thoughts are. And this is a great opportunity, community. Use the T line. Let us know, you know, what your thoughts are around this, because we would love to do kind of a follow-up. So that number is 844-T-line or 844-832-5463.
I know that's right. And that's a good segue to Ask Yo Aunteas. So we're going to take a quick little tea break. Hey, community. A lot of you have asked how you can support Minority Report outside of the sharing and downloading and subscribing and leaving reviews. But you can also buy merch. Come on, baby.
I know that's right. And we have a whole lot of options, from clothing to pillows to tumblers and bags. And we continue to update all of our stuff with new styles, new colors, and new products. Jarrell, where can they get all that stuff at?
Well, they can get all that and then some at minorityareport.com. They can find all the goodies, find out additional information about your aunties. And we also want to make sure that you share and tag us when you do buy merch, all right? So let us know if it's a hoodie, it's a tee, a long shirt, a towel, because we know you need those. But let us know.
Absolutely. And remember to wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. All righty, ladies. What time is it?
Ask your
auntie.
All right, who has it this week? You have it, Dewan, probably?
I think it is, because this is really a question that I had presented to the aunties in another forum, and I wanted to pose this in a more official capacity. When you have guests, friends stay over at your place, I was curious if others have any specific rules, do's and don'ts that those folks need to abide by. And I'll give you an example. In my household, if you are coming to stay in my house and you are not partnered, meaning you are single, or even if you are partnered and you are traveling and staying alone or whatever, I don't allow guests in my house. Now, I will let my friends stay there, no problem. But you do not bring people over to my house. And there have been people that have broken that rule and they have not been invited back. So I don't play. I don't. What's mine is yours. What's yours, I will be completely hospitable and whatnot, but don't be bringing no randos home. If you are coming and you're going to stay at my place, especially while I'm gone,
Yeah.
this ain't no hotel. You want to do that? Go pay $200 and stay at another hotel, and you can bring as many hoes. Bring as many hoes as you want over to that hotel, but not at Casa Dewan. So I'm curious. I'm curious. Do you guys have similar rules, and do you express those rules to people coming over? Because I do.
It's
I'll
funny
tell
you
you
say
when
that.
you stay.
So I'm glad you clarified that, because you were like, don't bring nobody over. And I was like, well, my friend came over that one time after we went to brunch. And I was like, does that not count? But I was like, but you talking about fucking. You talking about you don't be having sex in my home. That's the same rule I have as well too. Only people fucking in my house is me and my man. Anybody else?
That part.
You gots to go. Gots to go. And I have had people try to bring someone. I was like, going over to their house. I've had friends come over. We be outside and they find somebody, and I while they are going back and forth. Remember, he visiting, so he got to go to your crib. Y'all not coming over to my house. I've even bust up in the middle game, being like,
They're talking, and she go right in the middle of them, right? Just so that you know,
and did and have.
This is cute and everything, but
you taking my friend home. All right.
Yeah.
I've even been like this. I've been like this. What's your address? Okay, you can have my friend. Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the only other rule. I mean, I will like if you have a friend who lives in town and y'all want to come over and pregame, they want to come pregame with us, have dinner with us, have a game night with us.
Absolutely.
I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. But I literally draw the line at having sex in my home.
Yeah.
What about you, Ral?
Yeah. Same. And honestly, and I forget how much I've shared over the years on this podcast. Like, we had someone live with us coming out of like a bad relationship, things like that, and just needed a place to stay. So had them stay here for a while, and that was our biggest rule. Was just like, okay, we know you free and single now. However, even though you staying here for a little bit to get your situations situated. You're going to have to get your situation situated outside this house. Outside of sleeping here. Nobody else coming here. And even like when we were like on vacay and things like that, it was just kind of reiteration. Because again, it's just like right, wrong, or indifferent. Like a lot of times when you're hooking up, you're not really fleshing out the whole personality or morality of a human being.
Yeah.
You know, so there ain't no telling what they might do and have some sticky hands and all this stuff, you know, and it's going to be on you now that you brought this human being into the crib and fuck some shit up. And that's going to fuck up our relationship now and all this stuff. So let's not even worry about all that. Go ahead and have you a field day. Get fucked all you want to. Do some fucking all you like to, but not in my crib. And the only other rule we said, like, for this human being, we're like, okay, if you are in a relationship, you form a relationship, and it's longer than 1 or 2 dates, it's got to be like, oh, man, it's been a few months now? Okay, now, we get that.
Different
that's
scenario.
Like that's your person now. Okay,
Different scenario.
you're grown up. I get that. You got some needs too, and, like, this is your home for now. Completely understand that. And we can cross that bridge when we cross it and have conversations about that then. But just off the jump, or if we're out of town, someone wants to stay here, cool. But same thing, don't be having people, even if you're not fucking, don't be having throwing no house party and shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't know these people.
Yeah.
No.
It's a respect
Other than
thing.
that, I don't think we have too many rules.
That's what it is.
Respect.
Yeah.
That's
1,000.
that is what it is. Yeah.
Because it's their home. It's the person's safe space, right?
Yeah.
And the moment you bring someone who is unfamiliar, who do not know, who we don't know, it's messing up our safe space. Like it becomes disrespectful, and you know, everything in our homes we've personally worked for. So though it may not matter to you or to that person what's in that house, it matters to us, right?
Yeah.
And so the value of the things in our house to the outside may be replaceable, and the fact that they are replaceable, but the value is irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. So that is why I don't allow for people to do that. But I will say this. I just, because I know my friends are hoes. So I just assume if they staying in my house while I'm not there, there's some fucking happening. And all I know is you better clean up and it better look like ain't shit ever happened. Look, the moment I see then we gonna really have an issue. If you gonna do it, baby, okay, we gonna have an issue. Yeah. So if you gonna cross that line, bitch, you
better cross it with the best of them.
Girl, I better come in. My house better smell like motherfucking bleach, bitch. Okay.
Fabuloso.
Look.
There is one thing to like. There's one thing to clean up after your friends. You know, your friends, they come over, they stay over, whatever. You get those sheets, you get the towels and all that stuff. You clean up, you clean the room, da-da-da-da. But it is a whole other thing, no pun intended, but pun intended, a whole other thing to be clapping some booty cheeks. And I know I have friends that have some very unfiltered sexual proclivities. You know, I had to throw a couple of extra words. You know,
yes. Come on, 2025 with the proclivities.
You know, and I don't have any problem cleaning up after you, but not your mess. That is a problem. And that's where the respect thing comes in. Because, like, you know, you out there doing your thing, you getting your back broken in and you da-da-da-da-da, or breaking somebody else's back in and end up breaking my headboard, or you end up fucking in my bed. We fighting.
We fighting. We definitely fighting. There's a whole other room. You better be in that room.
We want them extra people in our bed.
Right. If you better be over there in that room where you sleep at.
Yeah.
When I tell you didn't just cross the line of disrespect, you jumped, hop, skip, flip, twirled over that line if you in my bed doing the fucking.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, what would go in what is possibly going on in somebody's head that would think that is okay? And that shit happens.
Look,
I've had conversations with friends where that has happened.
Like, y'all
recently.
ain't fucked, like, random other places anyway, so it can't be a comfortability thing. Y'all fucked in alleyways, you don't fuck the hallways.
That's why I tell my friends about Steamworks.
Under stalls.
I tell all my friends that come visit Steamworks. So there is always a room for you.
That part.
There is always a room for you at Steamworks. If that's not a headline, I don't know what it is. You're welcome, Steamworks. This episode is sponsored by Steamies. Yeah. No, yeah. And honestly, other than that, I don't think, even just day to day, we have too many rules. The only other rule that we have is Tucker doesn't come upstairs. That's the only other rule we have in our house. It's like, so we let people that when they come and stay, Tucker don't go upstairs. He know not to go in the kitchen, but that one, I'm like, it is what it is. When folks come in, it is what it is. That one's hard to manage, but he don't go upstairs. So that's the only other rule we really have. So,
Okay. Yeah.
I like that question. That's a good one. And I'm glad you brought this one up finally on here because I remember talking about this one. And you're like, and I was like, ooh, girl, we got to bring this one up on the podcast.
Honey.
Oh, Lord. Well, community, continue to send your AYAs to Minority Report. Or what is it? AYA at minorityReport.com or DM us. Or what's the T-line number? We really like
Hit us at the T-line. 844-TEALINE. That's 844-832-5463.
Standard,
leaves a little sexy message.
Standard message, standard race and messaging applies or whatever. Oh man, but community, you know what? We're gonna cut this week's a little short because it is what it is, and to be truthful, we got to film next week's episode. So, so it's already late for us there. So, anything else in your hearts and minds there?
Nope.
No. Respect people's homes.
Respectfully. Nope.
Respectfully. Unless you got invited. That's the only other thing caveat. If you got invited, then that's a whole other thing. It is what it is. You can break the rules when the homeowner, the place owner says you can. Because it's theirs to be broken. And
yeah, you know what? Actually, hold on. I will say this. Let me add one other little asterisk there.
Oh, here she go.
Now, if you bring him home for me, you can stay forever.
I mean, but there's always right.
That's called
rules
a
are
gift.
always made to be broken.
That's a gift.
But you got to know your friend and what they like and what they would be like. Okay, yeah, you know what?
Wait, are you talking about just bringing a gift or bringing a friend for them and a friend for you? Both? Yes.
Look, you going to Paris, bitch?
I'm just saying. Oui.
We.
Wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.